guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Poland accuses the bear of a military drone blast. Now, there are videos circulating right now. Poland, well, their territory, they've seen a huge boom. And I don't think it was missiles, it's just drones just crashing into their territory. So I don't think this is going to be an Article 5. You know, NATO have the Article 5 alliance stuff. But Poland was not pleased. Today they responded, they sent a message to the bear, to Russia, about this events that's going on. We also have more breaking news here. The Red Dragon, once again, I just posted a video about the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon growing nuclear arsenal. So things are not looking good when it comes to Bible prophecy of nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you so much for your support. Guys, thank you so much for the super chat in the comments box. Again, thank you so much. Your support truly helps out. For some reason, YouTube does not... I mean, they were sending me the notification whenever someone donates in a comment. But again, for some reason, it just, I have to look for myself. But again, most of you have sent some nice support last couple of days. Again, thank you so much. Your support is what keeps us on air. All right, so Poland said on Wednesday, today, August 20th, 2025, that the bear military drone flew into its airspace and exploded in farmland in the east of the country overnight. Man, calling it a provocation. Now, I think it's time for Vladimir to kind of take it easy, Vlad. Take it easy. You guys are talking about this peace stuff. Come on, take it easy now, Vlad. Don't be sending no drones out there in Poland. Once again, we are facing a provocation from the Bear Federation with a bear drone, Polish defense minister told reporters. Again, you guys gotten involved in that operation. The bear saying this is for getting involved. Here's another one. The explosion occurred in a cornfield near the village of Osiny, some 100 kilometers, 60 miles from Warsaw, and near the borders with Ukraine and the bear allied Belarus. So I don't know if the bear is doing this on purpose, but if they are basically doing this in open land. There's no one in there. There's only crops and stuff like that, and possibly a couple of animals, horse, cows, and stuff like that. But if this was to happen in a huge populated area, yeah, it would be Article 5 right now, and it would be a whole different ball game. Officials said there were no casual, but the windows of some nearby houses were blown. Man. The minister said it came at a particular moment where peace talks, there you go, are underway, where the two is hope that this biblical war has a chance to end. The bear provokes once again. Well, again, a few days ago, Zelensky also did the same when Vladimir was in Alaska. Zelensky has ordered the launch of a lot of drones hitting Russia. I mean, that was the biggest ever. Poland has been a major supporter of Ukraine, host over 1 million Ukrainian refugees, and is a key transit point for Western humanitarian and military aid to Ukraine. Now, a foreign minister condemned a new violation of our airspace from the east. Now, it says here the foreign ministry will protest to the perpetrator of this violation, he wrote on X. So they're not happy. Poland is not happy. But Poland, I mean, you guys are sticking your nose in that operation. I mean, it says here Polish media published a video showing an explosion during the night and photos of debris, including an engine and a propeller. So Polish general, again, here's another thing too. The day before yesterday, Poland sent their aircraft into, I think, in the western part of Ukraine, and they took down some of the bear stuff. I think this is the bear sending a message to Poland. You guys send your planes, I'm sending one of my drones. So I do believe that they are sending a message to Poland to mind your own business. Once again, you have the Polish general said that the aircraft was a decoy drone which was not armed but carried a self-destruct warhead. Wow. Wow, I do believe the bear is sending a message. The bear drones and missiles have crossed into the airspace of NATO members Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Romania several times in the 3.5 years since the bear began its invasion of Ukraine. The latest incident comes less than a month after a bear military drone flew into the Baltic state of Lithuania from Belarus. Now, the drone was spotted flying over part of the capital Vilnius and was later found in a military training area. It had explosives on board that did not detonate. Wow. The drone was believed to be a bear drone model called Jabera, which is often used as a decoy in multiple of the bear drone and missile barrages against Ukraine. Poland in 2023 said a Russian missile had crossed into its airspace to strike Ukraine. And in 2022, November 2022, twos were out when a Ukrainian anti-aircraft missile fell on a village near the border. The bear has repeatedly violated NATO airspace, and this time Poland was the target. Well, again, Poland did send their aircraft to stop the bear drones in the western part of Ukraine. So I do believe what's happening here is the bear sending a message. We must expand the operation capability of the Polish armed forces and anti-drone system. The Polish army had earlier said that it had not detected any airspace violation overnight. Poland, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. If you're going to intervene, expect something in return. That's what's going to happen. Let's go with the next one. The Red Dragon growing nuclear arsenal. I just posted a video about the Red Dragon, and boy, oh boy, things are not looking good out there. Alongside a massive buildup in conventional military firepower, the Red Dragon has embarked on a rapid and sustained increase in the size and capability of its nuclear forces, according to the Sleeping Giant military and arms control experts. The commander of the Sleeping Giant Strategic Command, General Anthony Cotton, told Congress in March that the directive from the Red Dragon leader that the Red Dragon military be ready to seize the island by 2027 was driving a buildup of nuclear that could be launched from land, air, and sea. You guys already know 2027 is around the corner. If that were to happen, then I do believe that there's a possibility Donald could be like involved in some kind of WWE, which could activate martial law, and then we could have Zelensky 2.0. It says here, in its 2023 National Defense Policy, the Red Dragon renewed its long-standing pledge that it will not be the first to use nukes under any circumstances. The so-called no first use policy also includes a promise that the Red Dragon will not use or warn to use nuclear against a non-nuke armed state. In response to question, the Defense Ministry in the Red Dragon capital said a nuclear biblical war cannot be won and must not be waged, the Red Dragon said. Adhere to a nuclear strategy of self-defense and pursue a non-first use policy. Alright, so here's the thing, guys. The Red Dragon first said that they will not use nukes on those land that don't have nukes. I agree. I think it's good not to drop a nuke on a land that doesn't have a nuke. They're basically slapping the sleeping giant. You guys dropped a nuke on Japan, and they didn't have none. So, number two is that, give me a second here. So, the Red Dragon said a nuclear war cannot be won. We can't win with nukes. Nobody wins. So the Red Dragon saying that the bear, Russia, they also said it too. Nobody wins. No one wins. So they're constantly reminding just one country. They're constantly reminding the sleeping giant, you guys dropped the nuke. You better not do it again. You dropped the nuke. Don't do it again. Nobody can win. Give me a second here, guys. In its annual report on the Red Dragon military power, the sleeping giant said despite the Red Dragon public stance, its strategy probably includes a possible first use in response to conventional strikes that warn the viability of its nuclear forces, command and control, or that approximate the effect of a nuclear strike. Now, the Red Dragon capital will also probably consider nuclear first use if a conventional military defeat in the island gravely warn the Red Dragon regime survival. Once again, the Red Dragon said in a report published late last year. The Red Dragon Defense Ministry said it opposed any attempt to hype up the so-called Red Dragon nuclear warning in an effort to smear and defame the Red Dragon and deliberately misled the international community. The Red Dragon is expanding and modernizing its weapon stockpile faster than any other nuclear armed power and has accumulated about 600 warheads, according to the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, a Chicago-based nonprofit. It said the Red Dragon is building about 350 new missile silos and several new bases for road mobile launchers. It estimated that the Red Dragon military army had about 712 launchers for land-based missiles, but not all were assigned for nuclear weapons. Of those launchers, 462 can be loaded with missiles that can reach, look at this, the continental US. Many of the Red Dragon military army launchers are far shorter range missiles intended to strike regional targets, but most of those were not assigned for a nuclear strike. In this report, it says here the Pentagon estimated that the Red Dragon military will have more than 1,000 operational nuclear warheads by 2030, as it seeks to build a bigger force ranging from low-yield precision strike missile to intercontinental ballistic with multi-megaton impact. Man. So we are definitely seeing some nation against nation building up here. The Red Dragon is something that we should keep an eye on. The Red Dragon, they basically sending a message. The US is also sending a message. South K is also sending a message. North Korea is also sending a message. I mean, you got all them regions out there that just tensions are rising. Now the Red Dragon is going to have at least 1,000 nukes by 2028 or before 2030. 1,000 nukes. That could literally finish off the entire region out there, the islands and the South Red Dragon Sea. Alright guys, so this is all the information we have. Poland is sending a message to the bear, you better knock it off. You better knock it off. The bear is probably saying to them, then stop flying your planes inside Western Ukraine. Mind your business. So tensions are rising, nation against nation. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. Make sure you check out the one I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.